Realistically, here, fellow film fanatics, how does the movie Point Break probably end up? So, like, what happens after Point Break in the movie? Like, Laura Petty's character, Tyler, I mean, did she stay with Keanu's character? Did she stay with Johnny Utah, legendary quarterback? Oh, till my knee got bent back the wrong way, Mom. And how bad would the fist fight have gone down when Brody and his surfer buddies played football with Utah on the beach, and they got really pissed off at Johnny? You remember that? And the one goes, "Hey, bro, yeah, what's your problem? I'll show you right here."
What the fuck is wrong with you? I just think that's a little out of line. Whoa, cool it, Roach.
Really though, do we know? Do we think Tyler? I don't think Tyler stayed with Special Agent Utah under the false pretenses that his parents were also dead, just like hers, because he spied on her in order to use her to get in closer to surfers for his FBI case. I doubt it, especially because in the movie, Johnny Utah, his character, he goes to Keanu's character goes to look on. He just keeps going onward, rather, to look for his man, to catch the bad guy, which ultimately was the lovable villain played by Patrick Swayze, Brody, Broda Safa. So he goes after him and eventually lets him go with the key and says, when Keanu lets him go, he knows that he's actually letting him die. Because nobody's going to make it out of a surf like that. Nobody's going to make it out of a break like that. And everyone there knows it's suicide. So he lets him go out doing what he loves, because they do form this like certain strong bond with each other and become like really close friends to the point where they're almost family. So he's got his bros back like that in the end. And so is Utah still a cop? People wonder, is Utah still a cop?
Keanu. Meow. I'm your spirit teacher.
Nothing like a brief visit from Keanu himself. Tell you that the answer to that question is no, and he made that very clear in Bell's Beach when he threw his badge into the ocean water. Do you think that they really stuck together after all of that? I mean, for me, it's a hard no. So I really doubt that Johnny, after those false pretenses of dead parents being in common when his parents are still living, just out of state, that's a pretty big difference. So I think like those false pretenses and the fact they give in the film, actually they kind of give you a clue as to that, where he's still hunting as Patrick Swayze's character, and as well as the rest of his crew, like Rosie in Mexico, for where he finds him, his dead body he finds there. He's still hunting his man. I think that a guy that dedicated to his case and to his work, who already lied to her like that, I'm pretty sure she fell into his arms like, "Oh, you're my hero," and that was it. It wasn't very romantic, if you remember the ending of that, versus like, say, Speed, where Sandra Bullock throws herself on Keanu and talks about having sex with him, basically. I think she even references that most great relationships started off of trauma. As far as my favorite character from Point Break, and I'm pretty sure he's the one that really makes it, and man, I think it's him. It's really the trinity of him, Patrick Swayze and Keanu, but Gary Busey, man, his character in Angelo Baptist. So he does get killed, and Utah does get revenge for his friend dying in the end, when Patrick Swayze basically takes his own life, in the waves. So it's kind of a wash. So I hope you guys enjoyed this totally outrageous Point Break special. It's one of my favorite movies, so I like to do little specials on it from time to time. Hope you guys are doing great. Thank you for watching. As always, one love. Peace and chicken grease. Don't let the grease spill on you. And remember, don't do violence. It's, in the long run, you'll thank me for it. Take care. God bless.
Donnie, Russ, jump out of a perfectly lit airplane. How do you feel about that?
So what's up? How do we handle things? This is how.
When they fall on you, you won't back down. They'll have to burn your ass to the ground. She is. Oh, let my politics fire. Good idea. Look, Bodie, man, people are dead. The ride is over. Oh, no. I say when it's over. The guy you killed was an off-duty cop. They'll nail you wherever you land. There's a new thing called radar. Come on, Johnny!
Thank you for watching and keeping it right here where it ought to be. I mean, you have many choices when it comes to YouTubing, so I do appreciate you picking and choosing my channel. Make sure and like, comment, share, and subscribe today for more.